Life is like a chariot wheel that ever rolls along. Life keeps on going with or without you. So that's my portion of that quote by Anacreon, who I think was a philosopher, I'm not sure. But Circus Maximus, this is not. And I think that's really important to say right away, because I was kind of hoping, hey, is this a top-down Circus Maximus? No, this is a top-down strategy Qvadriga game. So Qvadriga, I thought we would never see another chariot racing game. Circus Maximus, which I mentioned earlier, that's like 22 years old. That's 22 years ago I last saw a chariot racing game, and that was more action and behind the chariot view. This is top down, as I said. So this begins the Qvadriga story. It's a tactical racing game, which is the only one I've ever seen. It wants you to play well to earn a wealth, get better so you can earn the finest equipment and horses. You choose control 4-horse chariot team. You choose your upgrade combinations, improve your skills at the arena. So obviously chariot races are fast, furious, and deadly. So rival teams are not scared to whip or murder you or your horses. So you can shake your reins, whip horses, switch lanes, avoid incoming attacks, block out your enemies. This sounds really exciting. Well, I find the game very unexciting. Even though it's supposed to be strategic, still not exciting. And you hope to gain fame across the provinces. You can choose where to come from, which team, the factions from 6. It's interesting to see that they model the in-game circuses from actual historical locations. That I give them props for. And the AI recognizes the situation that they're in and their options. And there are 43 circuses, which sounds amazing, but yeah. Be sure to buy, heal, and repair your teams. Now, cons. Qvadriga is a great concept. I've wanted to choose this game for a long time. I finally did. Put it into this week. It seems to have a lot of positive reviews. Okay. It seems to be the best chariot racing strategy game on the market, right? Because it's the only one. Sadly, for all the promise that this game offers, it also relies so heavily on dice rolls, and race outcomes are too random, and the AI is so expert that they seem overpowered even in the first circus. It's ridiculous. Graphics feel very placeholder in me. Like, wow, if people were complaining about Circus Maximus looking average, this is NES quality or less. This is freeware quality. Yeah, I know graphics are beside the point for the ultra, like, hardcore, but these are so bad and basic that the game appears shoddy and, as I said, freeware, practically freeware. Graphics are not everything, but this is the worst graphics I've seen for a game that's $25 and for a game released in the last decade. Charioteers have no names, they have no prestige, no backstory, no personality. The game lacks depth and detail, in my opinion. And it gets a lot of cheap hits on you, and when you return the dirty fighting, they just outmaneuver you as if you're no real threat to them. So the game is clearly scripted so that the car closest to you will block you all the way to the finish line, and their goal is not to win but to prevent you from winning. Not very realistic at all. Like, the AI shouldn't be programmed this way. Thus, the game is far too dependent on random luck and skill to win races. And once you've seen the first race completed, you've seen it all, and therefore the game no longer has anything new to show you. That's not good. If there are 43 races and you finish one in 5 minutes, and it's like, yeah, on to the next. It's a video game version of a board game with the main advantage that you'll never lose your pieces. So the game feels super niche, might burn a hole in your wallet for $25.99 retail price. The game doesn't look great. The AI is cheap as hell, even cheaper than Mario Kart from what I read, and it feels like a freeware game or $3 at the very best, very most. Some are obsessed with this game, and this actually greatly worries me. It feels like a 2 out of 3 out of 10. 2 or 3 out of 10 game, I mean. So honestly, this game makes Circus Maximus, which came out 22 years ago on the original Xbox, look like a genius title, and that came out on the original Xbox. So this, and that game was considered 6 out of 10 a week effort. That game looks like a 10 out of 10 from this perspective, from looking from this game. So I feel like this is easily the most overhyped game I've ever played with positive reviews. I'm really shocked. It's like the Kiss Psycho Circus of Circus Maximus games. Like, as it exists, it's the worst game I've ever paid $10 or more for. Unfortunately, sorry to say, but it really is a $3 title at most. So this is why people write reviews, video game reviews, for other gamers. Please do not pay or play for this. That's all I ask you. This is a Circus Maximus. This will bludgeon your wallet. So with that thought, keep on gaming.